It's me from Smeen Tech Reviews, back and get another video for you guys. So today I'm going to be talking about the S22 Ultra and why I'm not going to be trading in my iPhone for it, to test it out and see if I'm going to switch and have that be my daily driver. So if you're new to the channel, I talk about tech stuff, smartphones, obviously smart homes, headphones, speakers, cameras, microphones, lighting setups sometimes. So I talk about a lot of different things on here, and I got my cat down here wanting to be picked up. Say hi, Kurama. This is my baby boy Kurama, and he is my best friend. And there he goes, scratching my gut as he climbs. So anyway, I'm gonna be talking about the S22 Ultra and why I'm not gonna be doing that. So let's get into the video. Main reasons why I am not gonna be switching to the S22 Ultra mainly is finances, and also because I am just wrapped in the Apple ecosystem. Now there's a lot of videos talking about Apple ecosystem, the Android ecosystem, Samsung ecosystem, all that other fun stuff, but the S22 Ultra looks like a very fun phone. Like, it's a great design that has a beautiful screen from what I've seen on the other review videos so far, and the display looks phenomenal. It's a lot brighter than the S21 Ultra's display. Samsung makes the best panels on the market, even Apple's panels, so like, the display isn't going to be a reason why when I switch the phone I'm not going to be like, oh, this display is amazing, it's a lot better than my iPhone that has this ridiculous notch, blah blah blah. No, at the end of the day, it's what the phone can do and what its optimizations are, as well as the camera and what it can do and its color science and those features, all those little things that I'll talk about in the software / camera section of this video. So if you're getting your phone just because of the display, well, that's not going to be the reason why I'm going to like decide if I want a phone or not. Plus the iPhone 14 is supposed to have a pill-shaped notch along with a hole to make sure that you know that it's an Apple device, just like they want to make sure you know it's the same Apple device with the notch for all these years. And let's talk about the camera, because that's what most people want to know. And no, I'm not going to have camera samples on here. I'm sorry, I did that with my iPhone 13 Pro video review that I did a while back, so check out that video if you have not. But let's talk about the cameras and like that being a reason why people want to switch, and one of those preferences that people have when it comes to selecting their smartphone device. So cameras. This is a huge debatable topic, but Samsung and Apple obviously have their own color sciences and how they think photos should turn out. Samsung going with the cooler tones, usually sharper images, and sometimes noise is apparent, but from the videos that I've seen so far about the phone, since I don't have it, Samsung has improved a lot, especially on video, and improving that noise reduction on the videos that they produce from their cameras. So camera settings wise, Samsung obviously has the 8K camera exclusive to them, not exclusive to them, but like they have that as a feature, and those create very big file sizes, and so does ProRes. And ProRes is nice, honestly, because obviously that's what we use to edit on Final Cut Pro and all the other stuff. It's very convenient to have, but Apple did mess up when they presented ProRes video, because they still use the Lightning connector, and transferring ProRes over Lightning is very, very slow and inefficient. Airdropping ProRes, very slow and inefficient unless you're recording less than a minute long videos. It's very inconvenient because then you have to rush your videos to make sure that they're less than a minute long, so that way it transfers over smoothly to your Mac so you can edit on Final Cut Pro or DaVinci Resolve or Adobe Premiere, whatever that you use to edit your videos on. So that's inconvenient. Samsung, I'm not sure if the 8K files are just as much of a struggle, but at least they have USB-C, which is better at transferring files, and yeah, that's just what it is. But now we're talking about transferring files. Let me throw this in here. This is a universal app that's not sponsoring this video because I do not have sponsors yet. Only got 990 subscribers. Please change that by subscribing to this channel and helping me out. Anyway, Send Anywhere, great app, universal app that can send files between all devices, Android, Apple, Mac, Windows, doesn't matter. You can still send it as if you were airdropping just by using a code, and I have a video covering this app, so if you haven't checked that out, check out that video. But basically what it is, you just select the file that you want to transfer, and then you will go to that app or desktop website and type in the code, and then your file will be transferred. It's pretty quick, it's pretty good. It comes with little ads, no big deal, not too extravagant or anything like that. So yeah, So that covers my thoughts on the cameras. Apple does have like this photo filter thing where you can process images how you want, to make them similar to Android devices, color science, and yeah, I mean, Samsung has a bunch of features on their phone. They have macro photography on there, which is nice. Obviously, they have more telephoto lenses, which are optical, which makes them better than Apple's 10 times zoom and up, with their 3 times optical zoom lens and 10 times optical zoom lens. What else do they have? Apple has a macro camera as well, and you can get closer with Apple's macro camera, which utilizes the ultra wide lens for that feature. So those are the camera differences, and honestly for me, I'm not going to be using all the features that Samsung has, which is fun and all that stuff. I kind of want to keep it simple. So while I do enjoy my 4K 60, I do wish there was 4K 120 on this phone. I don't think any of these phones do 4K 120 slow motion just yet. Hopefully on the next devices they do that, as they'll have more powerful chips and software that can enable those features. But I do enjoy the basic 4K 60 on here, the HDR Dolby Vision video. Samsung, I believe, lets you do HDR, but last time I tried it on the S21, it was maxed out at 1080p. So maybe, I'm not sure if anyone's covered this yet, or if it's possible that they can do 4K HDR. We will see, but it was HDR plus, not Dolby Vision. Subtle differences there, but yeah, that's the camera, and it's a deal breaker for me when it comes to color sciences and all that stuff. So, because I do love good photos and videos, being a photographer and videographer. I do prefer the iPhone because I think it processes the video a lot better, and with ProRes it's easier to edit the videos to how I want them to be. So when it comes to the camera, I do prefer Apple, although Samsung does do a phenomenal job themselves. And it all depends on the consumer and what your needs are from the camera. Me, I need like the most professional thing I can do, so I'm gonna go with Apple, although that doesn't mean you can't do it with Samsung. It just would require some more tweaking, I guess, more knowledge, I guess, because it's easier for me to do this stuff on an Apple device. So that's about 4 minutes and 30 seconds of me talking about the camera and why I prefer it on Apple, and probably won't be investing in any Android cameras for a while, just because mainly video is very important to me. So that'll be it, and I hope the jingles from my cat's collar is not too distracting. So let's talk about software. Where iOS versus One UI 4, I think now. I'm not sure what they're on right now. In Android 12, I believe. So I don't have experience with the new and latest One UI in Android software, but I can tell you that last year on the S21 Ultra, phenomenal. The customization is endless, and I loved it. You can pick whatever wallpaper you want. I mean, you can do that on iPhone, but it's so much easier to download files onto your device and make them what you want them to be when it comes to wallpapers, ringtones. So much easier and more convenient. You don't have to go through like iTunes or any crazy stuff like that to get the ringtones that you want and sounds that you want. Everything on Android when it comes to customizing it to making your own is so much easier. Widgets especially, but Apple has done an okay job, pretty good job of making widgets pretty clean on here, though I would love to see them be more interactive like Androids, where you can just like click the widget and you can just leave it at that. Or on iOS, when you click on a widget, it pretty much is a shortcut into the application itself. That way you click the widget, you're still going into the app, while the widget's on Android, you can interact with the widget without going into the app that's made for that widget, if that makes sense. So the software experience in that aspect is better on Android. Notifications are better on Android. Apple is trying to get better. They do have these groupings here now, so you have YouTube notifications. They all get grouped up into the YouTube thing. You have time sensitive notifications, and that's okay, but it's still a hot mess. And there are times where like I would clear all notifications, but there's still like 5 notifications left, and the clear all tab just disappears, and I gotta clear them one by one. That's annoying. Apple, please fix that. But other than that, notification experience is better on Android. So far, software experience is better on Android. So why do I like Apple software better than Samsung's? Mainly, and you're gonna hate me because I'm gonna say it, but iMessage. iMessage is very important to me because I have a lot of important messages from family members, friends, significant other, just a lot of meaningful texts and things that were shared picture-wise, links, inside jokes, TikToks, YouTube videos that I can access right there from the messaging app, where they have like everything that you share to each other in its own little category, which is very neat. I don't think Android Messages does this, or Google Messages, or Samsung Messages. I think Samsung Messages does this, where it does categorize the media that you share with your friends and whatnot. But but Apple does it best, to me, in my opinion. So there's that. There's iMessage or app optimization. Samsung is working with Instagram and Snapchat to optimize the apps to be using the camera API, I believe, or at least to improve on the compression that was on those apps, so to improve your picture and video quality when you upload them. So that's nice to have, but the app optimization on iOS has always been better to me, as developers do have access to native APIs to use the hardware the way it's supposed to be used instead of using screen grabs. I don't know what my cat is doing right now, but yeah, he's looking for something to do. But anyway, app optimization, iMessage, not FaceTime, because FaceTime can be used on different video apps like Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp. Video calls is accessible through a lot of applications, so FaceTime isn't that important to me. Google Duo, again, is also a phenomenal app to use when it comes to video calling people. So there's that aspect, and then there is obviously the app, or the synchronization of native apps between Apple devices. I'm highly invested in the Apple ecosystem. I even bought the Beats Fit Pro again just for the convenience of having Siri announce messages in my headphones and be able to reply through my headphones, and the convenience of spatial audio while watching Apple TV is actually very nice. So spatial audio is actually something that I missed when I sold my Beats Fit Pro initially, and then when I bought them again, I realized how much I miss spatial audio, because I actually like it. It's fun. I'm not an audiophile, so I'm not caring too much about the actual audio quality that you'll get from using spatial audio. Sony 360 audio is meh to me. I may have tried it with Amazon Music, and that was just meh experience. So just that integration of the Beats Fit Pro connecting to the Mac, iPad, iPhone, Apple Watch, and Apple TV, instead of just going through the app settings and going through Bluetooth. And I know I'm being a little picky here, because you can easily just go into settings and connect whatever else Bluetooth device you have, but I do like convenience, since I do live a fast-paced life, and I'm very busy, and I do like convenience of things happening instantaneously for me. So the instant connections in between devices is very nice. That's why I like it. You might have a different preference and may not live that fast life where you actually have the time to go through Bluetooth settings and connect it to different headphones, because Beats Fit Pro are good headphones, but they're not the best sounding headphones. I have the Sony WF-XM4s. Those sound phenomenal, but I hardly ever use them unless I really want to enjoy my music. I had this Soundcore Liberty 3 Pros that I used for the gym just because I enjoyed the wingtips, but I also enjoy the spatial audio and the convenience of just having the Beats Fit Pro in general. So yeah, there's that. There's options everywhere. You don't have to do what I'm doing, but this is my preferences on why I'm choosing the iOS system, an Apple device, over the Samsung. So let's talk about the display, we talked about the software, we talked about the cameras. So that's pretty much it when it comes to this stuff. So let me conclude my video of why I'm not getting the S22 Ultra. Conclude, like, call quality obviously is phenomenal on these phones, other flagship devices. Call quality should be good. I do love that the S22 Ultra is indeed actually a Note 22 Ultra. It's got the same boxy design, it's got the S Pen built in. I love the S Pen, huge fan of the Note line, love it. But I need that convenience of iMessage, app optimization, app synchronization, the thing between native apps. The reminders app goes to my watch, my phone, my Mac. My reminders are everywhere. The calendar app, synchronization everywhere. You can do that with Google Calendar, you can do that with Microsoft To-Do List, but that's not on the Apple Watch, which is kind of sucks. I wish they would put that app on the Apple Watch somehow. But I do enjoy the Microsoft To-Do List because you can customize it how you want it to look and all that stuff. But overall, you want to use an app for what it's made for, and that's just to give you your reminders. While you can customize it and make it cute and all, what's important is that you're getting your reminders at that timely manner. So the Reminders app still does that pretty well, and it syncs across devices and gives me my reminders when I need them. So I'm back to using that. The only native app that I will never use is the Mail app, because it sucks. Gmail is the way to go for me. Obviously that's synced across Samsung and Google devices, Android devices pretty well. So there's that. And there's finances. Honestly, like, giving you guys a 2-week review over a device that I know in my heart that I'm not going to keep just because I prefer this device and its convenience for me doesn't do you guys any good. But it might do you guys some good to see what it can do compared to the device when you have those different needs, or your needs aren't the same as mine, and you are on the fence between the two. I wish I could make that video for you, but financially it doesn't make sense for me to, like, buy the phone, say I'm going to trade in my iPhone when I'm not, just to get it at a cheaper price. And yeah, I don't know. Give your thoughts and opinions. Do you think I should invest in this phone and review it for you guys and compare it to the iPhone 13 Pro Max, knowing that I'm going to return it? I mean, I'm kind of on the fence about it. I want to do it because I do enjoy playing with these new devices and seeing their features, even though I know I won't keep it. So I don't know. What do you guys want to see? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Take care. Peace.